Welcome back. Now, over the last few months, we've been exploring what travel looks like now because it's changing and evolving along with the global pandemic. And no one is following the situation more closely than our very own travel expert, Lorraine Simpson. So recently, she took a tour of Toronto Pearson Airport to see all the changes they've made to keep us safe. And she's here now to tell us the inside scoop. So Lorraine, I can't wait to hear it. How was it?
I was so excited, Tracy. I was so happy to be back in the airport. You might have seen that little tiny video that I posted about me whizzing around the airport with a twirl. I was so happy. But anyway, it's clean. Like squeaky clean, clean, clean. And I'm really happy about that because it means that they're really taking it seriously to think about our safety, the traveler's safety. So the airport and the airlines are really, really doing everything they possibly can. And they've invested millions to do this. Like there's even an air quality monitoring station. So they are so proud of the air quality at the airport. They've actually put in this state-of-the-art technology air quality monitoring station that you can go on, and you can actually go right on the Toronto Pearson website and you can look at how the quality of the air is right then and there. And basically, it's just the same as in a hospital, basically. So inside the hospital, the air quality is always kept very, very, very clean with these extra filters and things like that. So it's very good like that.
Okay, now walk us through the check-in procedure once you get in the airport. What happens?
Okay, so you got to check in online at home first, if you can, but it's the best option, really. Check in online at home, print your tag, you can even print your bag tag actually, but if not, you can print your boarding pass at home, and then when you get to the airport, you take your phone or your boarding pass that you've printed at home and you just put it under the machine and it scans it, and then out pops your bag tag. It's a really clever procedure, and you don't have to touch all those little dirty screens, even though they are cleaned all the time now. But it is a great way to be completely touchless. So then, after you have printed off your bag tag and connected it, and if you're not really sure how to connect it, that's fine because there's people on hand to help you. And then you take your bag, you walk it over to the other machine, you drop it onto the little conveyor belt, step back, it scans it again without touching any buttons, and then off your bag goes. So you haven't touched anything that anybody else has touched, which is great, completely touch-free.
These are the sorts of things that could have been invested in years ago and just make people feel safe, don't you think?
I think so. And when you go through, allow yourself a little bit more time, because I did notice I flew yesterday. And it is getting a little bit busier now because people are feeling more and more comfortable. So allow yourself more time, because what they are doing as well is they're taking your temperature before you go through security. And then going through security is also touchless. So again, you scan your tag and then off you go through security. Then you're going to get on the plane. There's no food being served in economy right now. So buy some food just before you get onto the plane. And restaurants are open. Even Coney, which is Massimo Capra's restaurant, which I love, it was open at the airport. So we picked up some paninis to go, ate them on the plane, and it was great. You don't have to worry about not being served food on the plane.
Okay, the good thing about the social distancing is that you don't get that person behind you that's breathing down your neck trying to make you rush faster through security. So I kind of like that part of it. The other thing is, tell me what it was like on the plane. What was it like? What were the cleaning protocols like on the plane?
Air Canada at the moment are the company that other airlines in the world are asking for their advice. They really are on top of their game. They use these electrostatic fogging machines, and every plane is deep cleaned in between every single flight. So they really have invested a lot of money. And the HEPA filtration system that they have is changing the air constantly, and it is better than hospital quality air. So, and the air comes down from above and goes down like this.
So the biggest difference you noticed on the plane, traveling pre-COVID and traveling now, Lorraine, what would that be?
I think the biggest difference is it's never been cleaner. I mean, honestly, it has never been cleaner. Everybody's wearing masks on board, and you get used to it. gosh, if you're working in a hospital, you wear a mask all day long anyway. So you really do get used to it. It's not very uncomfortable. And they are just taking more care, which is great because, yes, COVID now, but before there were all kinds of germs on planes and things were not cleaned enough. And I used to get on board and clean it all down. Well, now they're doing that all for us. So I actually feel very comfortable flying right now, and it's getting better and better and better. And I do think they're really taking it very seriously. So I'm happy to fly.
Well, we haven't been on a plane yet, but we are venturing a little bit farther and farther away from home, like out of my neighborhood, which is amazing. And based on your recommendations, you recommended a couple of hotels for us to stay in Montreal, just a really quick trip. And Lorraine, you must have done your research, because when we walked into the Four Seasons, they have done it so elegantly and they are being so safe. You walk in and there is a touchless machine that takes your temperature. And then it is hand sanitizer, then up to the reception area. Everyone is in a mask. Nothing is touched. They've got everything individually packaged. They have a little mask with antiseptic wipes and towelettes in separate packages in your hotel suite. They ask that you call down for housekeeping so that you are not in the room when the housekeeping is in the room, which is safer for both parties. They had individually wrapped little cookies for the kids. My advice is to call the hotel ahead of time. Go with a travel agent like Lorraine, but call the hotel ahead of time and find out what the precautions are so when you go away, you feel good. Lorraine, thank you for the info. People are going to be hanging on your every word, my friend.